Hey there, and welcome. Today, we're going to crack the code on how to get truly amazing results from AI. If you've ever felt like you're just not getting the most out of tools like ChatGPT or Gemini, it's not you. We just have to learn how to talk to them a little differently. And that's exactly what we're going to dive into right now.
So does this sound familiar? You ask an AI a question, and what you get back is kind of bland or generic or maybe just flat out wrong. It's super frustrating. But the good news is there's a really simple secret to fixing this, and it has absolutely nothing to do with being a coding genius. You see, the secret isn't about some complex technical skill. It's really just about giving the AI better directions. Think about it this way. You wouldn't hop in a taxi and just say, drive, right? Of course not. You give it a specific destination. We need to start doing the exact same thing with AI.
And this skill, it actually has a name, prompt engineering. But don't let the fancy term fool you. It's simply the art of crafting your questions, your prompts, to guide the AI exactly where you want it to go. It's a skill anyone can master, and we're going to break it down right now.
Okay, check this out. This is the difference in a nutshell. A weak prompt like, take me somewhere nice, is a total roll of the dice. It forces the AI to guess. But a strong prompt, something like, give me directions to the museum at 123 Main Street, well, that's a GPS coordinate. It is specific, it's crystal clear, and it leaves zero room for error. You get exactly what you asked for. So, the big question is, how do we create those GPS-quality prompts every single time? Well, it turns out there's a simple, memorable formula. We're going to build our prompts with 5 key ingredients that'll transform any vague request into a super powerful instruction. And here it is, the whole recipe. It's built on just 5 things: role, task, context, format, and criteria. If you can get these 5 parts right, you're giving the AI a perfect blueprint for exactly the answer you need. So let's break down each one.
First up, we've got role. Think of this like casting an actor for a part. Do you need an expert teacher, a witty travel agent, a formal scriptwriter? Just by assigning a role, you instantly set the right tone and give the AI a personality to work from.
Next is the task. This is the engine of your prompt. It's your core command. You got to be direct and always start with a strong action verb. Don't just say, tell me about. Command it. Explain. Create. Summarize. A clear task is what drives the whole thing forward.
Then, we add context. Now this is the crucial who and why that completely shapes the answer. Who is this for? What's the goal? Saying you need an explanation for a 10-year-old using a video game analogy completely changes the result. It goes from a dry textbook entry to something fun and actually understandable.
Fourth is format. This is so important, but it's the one most people forget. How do you want the answer delivered? In a table, a bulleted list, as an email? If you don't say, you're probably going to get a giant, intimidating wall of text. Demanding a specific format makes the output useful from the get-go.
And finally, criteria. Think of these as your non-negotiable rules for the road. Things like keep it under 100 words, or use a friendly, encouraging tone, or do not mention specific brand names. Criteria are like the guardrails that keep the AI's response perfectly on track.
Okay, theory time is over. Let's put this all together. We'll start with a super common, really weak prompt that, let's be honest, we've probably all tried something like, write about a family trip to Rome. You can already imagine the generic, boring essay this is going to spit out, right?
Okay, now watch this. Let's rebuild that same prompt using our 5-part formula. We give it a role, act as a travel agent. We give it a clear task, create a 3-day itinerary. We add that crucial context. It's for a family with 2 young children. We define the format it as a table. And we set the criteria, with a budget under $250 a day. Just look at that difference. We've gone from a vague wish to a specific, actionable, and incredibly useful plan.
All right, so now that we know the right way to build a prompt, let's quickly talk about a few common wrong turns to avoid. These are those little beginner mistakes that can still send your AI off in the completely wrong direction. Let's just run through them real quick. First, being too vague. We've seen how that ends you up nowhere. Next, writing these super long, confusing prompts. Remember, clear is always better than complex. A huge one is forgetting the format. Don't make the AI guess how you want the information. And finally, asking way too many questions at once. Give the AI one clear mission at a time. You'll get much sharper results.
So we've covered a lot, but really, it all comes down to a simple shift in how you think about it. You're not just asking a question anymore. You're providing a destination. It's your turn to get behind the wheel.
And this right here, this is the key takeaway. A great prompt puts you in the driver's seat. It is a fundamental change in your mindset. You're no longer just a passive passenger hoping the AI gets it right. You are the one in control, charting the exact course to your destination.
At the end of the day, it's all about this. Be clear, be specific, and just give the AI all the information it needs to succeed. Think of yourself as its co-pilot, working together on a journey to find that perfect answer.
So, you have the roadmap, you've got the formula. You basically have the GPS for talking to AI. The only real question left is, where are you going to go next?